Hello, people. And I think that's it for those. All kinds of junk in the corner. Hello, everybody. I'm just gathering some paints. And I need to grab a new paint pot because I'm gonna get out some rose gold for one of my mugs too. And I'm gonna show you a mug that I did last night. Or just sit down and paint when you don't expect to be painting. Hi, Manon. It's so good to see you. Hi, Anne. I'm doing good today. How are you doing? Hey, Barb. How's it going, folks? All right, so I want to finish off a mug that I started last night, and then I want to paint a couple other mugs. So I'm just going to raise this up, and hopefully we can see okay. I might have to, actually, I'm going to get my plug for my other light. Hold, please. All right, let's see. Just to see if I can get some more natural light. Heading to the in-laws soon, Manon. Well, I hope you have a good evening, and thanks for popping in while you were able to. That was nice. That's always nice. Oops. Hi. Did you get a nice view of my armpit there? Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's see if I can put this together here. That's a little bit better. All right. So let's see. I'm glad you're doing good, Anne. Hey, Sharon. What are you working on today, Anne? All right, so this is a mug that I started last night. It's almost done. Got some swoops to do on it, but so it's on a gray mug. It's so hard to see the actual color here. I'm not getting great color quality, but it's a dark gray. I'm so in love with it. It's slightly off center. It's slightly higher than it should be, but not by too much, but enough. So I was dying to play with these colors on a gray mug because I thought the blues would just look so freaking gorgeous. And I also want to play with these same colors on a taupe mug because I think that would look really cool too. Thanks, guys. Hey, Nipper girl. How you doing, my two girls? Thank you. It's so nice to see everybody hanging out. Hi, Nut Lady. Hello, Marie. How you doing, my love? Can you show the blue one at the back? So this one here, absolutely. So this one is a design that wraps all the way around. Now, you may ask me if these are on my website. These are not listed on my website yet because I have not done photography to get them on there. I'm going to do that today. I've got 13 or 14 other mugs that are on my website, but these ones that I have sitting here will go up on the website later today, hopefully soon. If you see one, they're $42 plus shipping. If you see one of these that you want to order, then shoot me a message maybe on Instagram, and I will create a custom listing for you for the mug. The hard part is then it's a free-for-all, right? So yeah, this design goes all the way around. And we're going to do some of those again too. Nice, Anne. That's awesome. Yay for a painting day tomorrow. Good morning, Jerry Lynn. How you doing, love? Holy shit, that's nice. Thanks, Barb. Thank you. I'm so in love with these colors on this. I'm going to do this color scheme on some black mugs. I'm going to do it on as many as I possibly can because it's so freaking gorgeous. Then this is one from a mug painting party from a few weeks ago. So like I said, all of these will be on the website later today. I just haven't done photography, which is why they're in here, because this, if I put them out and in front of me, then I will stare at them and remember that I have to take pictures of them. This is from last week's mug painting party. It's supposed to be a spiral. I didn't choose colors that contrasted very well, but it's still pretty. And then this one was from a couple weeks ago as well, from the mug parties. So I figured today, while I'm live, I'm going to finish this one off. And then I thought we might try some rose gold maybe on the taupe, or we might work on the black mug. I'm not really sure. I bought them both out just in case. So I'm just going to scroll back and make sure that I caught everything. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I love the gray mugs. I love the gray. I hope I can buy more. I really hope I can buy more. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. You're sweet and sour. You're most welcome, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Jessie Lair. Jess Lair. I'm sorry if I'm saying that right. Not right. Hi, Dimples. How's it going? You have the whole weekend off. Oh, nice. That's going to be amazing. Getting ready for work. You have a long day in front of you? Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yes, my two girls, I make up the designs as I go. Sometimes I will try and replicate designs. That doesn't happen too often. We do that during mug parties and stuff like that, painting parties, but most of the time I go on the fly. Oh, thank you, Dimples. You're so sweet. Thank you guys for the love. Yeah. I think this is one of those ones that is going to look good on any color, and it's going to look like a completely different design on any color mug too, right? Yeah, the gray ones are amazing. I love this so much. That's okay. So on the cups, what I do is on the cups and on the piggy banks, I use multi-surface acrylic paints. They are specially formulated to adhere to smooth surfaces where there really isn't anything for the paint to grab onto. So yeah, multi-surface acrylic paints, enamel acrylics, or glass paints also work. Oh, thank you, Manon. Yes, the Treasure Gold paints are multi-surface. So that beautiful center dot color is this paint here, Folk Art Treasure Gold. Now this bottle was $20 for 4 ounces, but if you can get it at Michael's, use your 30% off coupons to get it cheaper. They had another color that was like this mauve, and it's going to happen at some point. Sooner or later, I will bring that home. You're welcome. How do you like a live video? If you just tap on the screen, I think that will allow you to like it. Yeah, this paint it was one of those paints that I never bought. And when I was part of the Folk Art Ambassador Program, when it was up and running, they sent me a couple bottles. They sent me a silver, a gold, and a rose gold. And I mean, they were okay. They were nice. They were pretty. But this blue is what really sold me. So, no, it is not a caramel comfort. Like, look at that. Like, even when you see it in there, like, it looks like just liquid metal. It's so freaking amazing. Keep it sealed up super tight. It dries really, really fast, though. So we're going to add some swoops in here. And then keep going. I'm actually eating an apple. I'm still drinking Pepsi, but I'm eating an apple. For those of you guys who were here yesterday, was there a lot of negative comments being left? Like, my wonderful mods, did you guys start throwing flip-flops and staplers yesterday? Oh, thanks, Gobean. And it is a quiet apple, Barb, because it is sliced up. Peeled and sliced. I'm actually thinking, I was going to do some swoops here, but okay, good. Only Jan got a flip-flop. I was wondering because there was one person who said, ignore all the hate. And I was like, is there something I'm not seeing? It made me wonder. So I'm actually not going to do swoops in here. I think that would actually make it a little bit busy. So I'm going to just do a few different series of colored dots in here to bring that up, just to finish that off on each side. So I'm going to keep using all of the same colors except for the medium blue. So let's start with the white. Well, yeah, so it was just weird because somebody left a comment yesterday on the live that just said, this is amazing, don't listen to all of the hate. And I'm like, I'm not hearing any hate. What are you talking about? So I was a little confused. So I wasn't sure if there was stuff that maybe I wasn't seeing. But then I also sat and thought, I'm like, well, that would be really weird for them not to tell me after the live, you know? Okay, good. What exactly is a deck? In what reference? In what reference, Blake Canvas? Maybe the bug gate. For those of you who don't know, when I was living at the farm, I posted a video and a ladybug scuttled out from under something and ran around. And let me tell you, when I say that TikTok lost their damn minds, so we called it Buggate. And now I'm still going to have to eventually go back to that. And because I've got a ladybug cutout that I was going to paint. I've got a ladybug costume for my cat. Like, we can go for it. I can't find the ladybug costume though. I hope it's in storage. Oh, on my website, the deck. It's a deck of cards. Here, I'll show you. Let me just show you the deck. Let me grab them. Hold on. Let's see if I remember where I put them. Because I put them away, trying to be neat and tidy. What do you want to bet that they're sitting out somewhere obvious that I just can't see them? Oh, Audrey. Let me see. Hold on one sec, guys. There they are. All right. So it's a deck of cards that has different prompts for inspiration. So think of it as an inspiration deck. So thinking of, like, you sit down and you do some good breathing and you want some inspiration on what to paint for the day, you can almost do it like a tarot card pull. So you can shuffle your deck and you can pull a card and create based on what the prompt is. So this is my sample deck that I made. There's some words, there's color combos, life event, fun, do a single color grade. There's all these different prompts for dot mandalas. There's spirals, there's rainbow color patterns. There's a bunch of different ones in here. So there's 52 different prompts. And then what I've also done is for the deck that is available on my website, see, my test deck has all of the same images on the back. So what I'm doing for the other deck is it's actually going to have 52 different images of different paintings that I've done. So when you are pulling a card from the deck to figure out what you want to paint for the day or to get your inspiration, you can choose to be inspired by the words, so paint a mandala that's all swoops, or you can look at the back of the card to see the image. So like I said, these ones are all the same image, but the deck that that's available for pre-order has 52 different pictures of different things that I've painted on them. So yeah, it's an inspiration deck. So I'm doing a pre-order for that. I need to order a minimum of 100. And the pre-order is available on my website right now. I do have a store. Mitsuki. Okay, let me just scroll back. I know I'm missing comments here. Bear with me. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Monica. You didn't understand that comment either, eh, Sharon? Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one whose head it went over. Have a good night, Manon. Enjoy. Hi, Susie. Yep, the link. So, Fun Mitsuki, the link for my website is in my bio. Emo girl, what do? I paint dot mandalas. And sorry, if I'm not sitting here right in front of my phone or if I'm painting, I can't see the comments all at the same time. So please know that if I don't answer your comment right away, I will get to it. Yeah, it's weird, eh? It was 76 and now it's dropped down to 13. That's weird. Sorry, Slickty? You need to put those down? Pardon? You're welcome, Blake. Hi, Tootsie. How you doing? You keep having internet issues? That's weird. You're welcome, Blake. Take care of yourself. Did you hear Audrey? All right, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to keep adding these dots for the end. I think I'm actually just going to use the darker blue. And I'm actually not even sure. What do you think? Do you think that it needs anything else? I feel like it needs a little bit more. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear, my love. That's great. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I think it's done too. I'd originally thought maybe it needed a bit more, but I think it might be done. Maybe I'll put one little tiny one of the dark blue. I feel like I want to edge it with a dark blue, just a tiny, tiny one. So we're just going to do a little teeny tiny one. Dink. Dink. Hang on a second, you guys. I just heard a bang. Bear with me one sec. Sorry, guys. It's just a bump. I wanted to make sure my mom was okay. For those of you who don't know, I live with my mom. And I'm trying to help her out. So, every once in a while, I'm kind of on guard. The dark blue tiny spot looks all right. So when you're doing this sort of thing, remember too that if you find a design that you really, really like, keep doing the same design. You can do the exact same design and just switch up the colors and it'll look entirely different, right? So consider the idea of, if let's say you're doing a set, right? If I wanted to do a set of 4 of these mugs, I could use these exact same colors, but I could just alternate which one I start with in the center and move everything around, right? Which is kind of cool. So yeah, I think this one is done. I do need to do the handle though. So let's do the design on the handle. And yes, she's okay. Thank you guys. It needs to come to your house. Yeah, she's okay. Thanks, guys. I will definitely do this design for a mug party, for sure. For sure. So tonight is the last one that's on the website, but I'm going to schedule some more Paint With Me parties for the upcoming weeks. I will probably work on that later this afternoon or this evening. And yeah, so I do Paint With Me parties. It's a Zoom painting party every Friday night from 7 to 9 Eastern. I'm going to be starting to offer others that are around this time of day, so that if you're in a different time zone, then we'll be able to spend some time together. But yeah, these are different designs that I'll come back to again when it comes time to do more painting parties and be able to replicate some of these designs. No, it's my mug. Please, no fighting. We will. I promise, Marie, I will get some mug painting parties or I'm just trying to call them painting parties now. I will definitely schedule some during the day at around this time for sure. So I have one scheduled on the website right now, and then I will add some more later today. So stay tuned. It's a three-way battle. Hi, Isa. How you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming back to hang out again today. So I'm just creating little teeny tiny swoops on the handle. Blues Mean Mom is the one who suggested that I create some kind of design on the handle. I tend to do pretty much the same thing all the time, but there's so many different things you can do on the handle to make it just pop a little bit, which is fun. It's fun to mix it up a little bit. And I cleaned a little bit this morning. I'm feeling very, very productive for 11 o'clock in the morning. How are your days going so far? Jerry Lynn's getting ready for work. Manon's day is done. She's heading to her in-laws. Marie, your day is closer to done. So if you are at the end of your day, let us know how your day was. If you're at the beginning of your day, what's on the plans for today? Jan just woke up. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Send you my work schedule. Perfect. You need help coming up with a design for your teapot handle. Okay, we can definitely go through that. I was thinking about potentially, just like we have the Paint With Me parties, that we have a specific design. I was thinking that it would be kind of cool to have some Paint With Me parties where just bring whatever you're working on and let's brainstorm together. Let's get a bunch of minds looking at the stuff that you're painting, offer some suggestions. And I'm still thinking about how to implement being able to do kind of like some one-on-one time with you guys to help you kind of get through some of these different designs, help you plan things out, strategize, that sort of stuff. So all kinds of different ideas. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry you've had a long day, Marie. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm glad that it's almost over. Marissa's crafty cups. Just woke up and you plan on taking a nap soon. Fantastic. Jan's throwing raspberries. Oh, that's a good idea, Jan. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a good Patreon, wouldn't it? That would be a really good tier in Patreon, to be able to join a Zoom once a month with me and we'll all sit down and paint together and you can bring your projects. That is an interesting idea. Kobe, no, I only do one side. I only do one side with these designs. The only ones that go, that have both sides are the designs that go all the way around. I have not figured out what I'm going to do for tomorrow, for the live tomorrow, Sharon. I still have to figure that one out. I am still on the fence with that one. Okay, we can do that, Sharon. No problem. Gonna eat some apple. Hi, Ish. Thanks, Jan. All right, so this one's done. Now, I was thinking of doing the tote mug and doing some rose gold. and some white. That's my thought, anyway. I'm also scared to use this. I think maybe it would be better on the black mug. I'm also scared to use this because I need some left over for when I do the rest of my hurricane vase. But I still have quite a bit left in there. So how about a rose gold? Nah. Woo! Crap. So actually, here's the thing that I realized yesterday with this mug. I got all the way done and I turned it around and it has an imperfection on the back. So this one will go up on my website, but it is going to be it is going to be sold as an imperfect because I didn't realize that that chunk was out of the mug. And I can't paint over it because the paints are not food safe. So it'll be on there as an imperfect. Do the same colors, all the blues on the black. Okay, I can do that. Throws the vase at it. It has been years. I probably don't even paint the same. I probably wouldn't even be able to make it look the same. We'll see. Sarah, I use multi-surface acrylic paints. Multi-surface. So multi-surface is formulated for painting on smooth things like glass and ceramic. Regular acrylics are not designed to adhere to smooth surfaces like that. Oh, thank you, Manifest. Is that Phil? Thanks, guys. How you doing, Ish? What's new and exciting? All right. We did have a request yesterday for rose gold, though. So I kind of feel like I need to. No, let's do the blue again. Hi, Phil. How you doing? Thank you for the love. All right, so let us do this one. Now I think I'm going to pour some more of this paint in here and give it a stir. How's it going, Phil? What's new and exciting? Like, look at this stuff. Isn't that freaking gorgeous? Oh, it's delicious. It's wonderful. I do have more of a pinky rose gold in this brand of paint, so I might try that at a different time. All right, first and foremost, I need a tissue, and yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the tutorial tomorrow. I'm really not sure, honestly. I might do Christmas ornaments because I should be getting, I don't know if they'll be here by then or not. If I get them in time, I'll do some Christmas ornaments. Otherwise, yeah, maybe we'll do some other Christmas ornaments. I ordered some wood stars. So I'm going to do some more of those. But I do have some of the bulbs that we could do. That could be fun. All right. I want to say that I used a size 21. So let's see. Oh, Sharon, that sucks. Okay, so when you're going to paint on these, you want to give a spray of some alcohol or a wipe down of some alcohol. It just removes any dust and oils and anything that might be stuck on the mug. Okay. And then we can get started. So I just eyeball to see where I want the center dot to go. I think I want it to go right about there. Ugh, delicious. Delicious. We could do this pattern tomorrow. See that. All right, so now we're going in with the white. And the white we are starting with, what size? A size 1. No glitch in there. Looked and looked for metal stars. No, I haven't been able to find anything. It's been so frustrating. So what I did though, so these guys are like an inch and a half, 2 inches total maybe. Oh, that's centimeters. That's not going to help. So about 2 inches. I ordered some 4-inch wood star cutouts that I actually am going to paint with a metallic base coat and replicate this or something similar anyway on some wood ornaments. So if we get those in time, we could work on those tomorrow, or we can work on other ornaments, or we can paint a mug because we haven't done a mug in a while. Hi, Elizabeth. 1.5 weeks left before you're subject to stapler throwing. Getting closer. You got a pretty wide grace period there, Marie. Still giving you a week and a half. That's impressive. Atta girl. Make the most out of every minute. Good for you. Now, I'm not paying attention to what I did on the other one as far as how many dots I am putting around this center dot, because I'm not trying to replicate it exactly. Or at least I'm not concerned if I don't replicate it exactly. But I think this is going to be cool. I am going to soften the peak in that blue dot so it looks a little less like a nipple. You know, blue nipple, but still. And so I'll soften that a bit after I finish these little white dots. And then we'll keep going. That whole design took me about 1.5 hours last night. The mug party tonight, or I keep calling it a mug party, and it's because it's how it started, but it's really just a painting party. You don't have to paint on a mug. You can paint on anything. I'm going to be painting on a mug. But tonight is going to be a little tricky because we are replicating a design that I did on one of my stones a long time ago, one of my very first stones actually, and it has a circle around some of the design. So it has a ring of concentric, like a concentric circle, a ring, a few. It's got some dots in a circle. Jesus. But without a guideline, that's going to be a little more difficult to figure out. So tonight we're going to kind of play it by ear a little bit. It's going to be interesting. Scrolling. We can see your face. Yay. It's good to see you, Ish. Is this instrument a bola? I don't know. So this is, I'm not sure what you're asking, Isa, so I'm just going to tell you everything that I'm using, okay? So this, I've got my mug. I've got my DIY mandala stones that have all different size ends on them. So these are my DIY mandala stones tools. I hope that helps. If it doesn't, let me know and I will try to better answer your question. So with the peaks like this, you can always go in with a round nail dotting stylus tool. You can kind of just push the paint around and it can kind of give that cool little bit of a marbling effect. You don't have to do this, but I wanted to. There we go. And there is a bubble in there that is just waiting to come out. There we go. Let's see if I can pop that bubble. There we go. Got it. And then I can go back in and just smooth over a little bit. There we go. Hello. I showered today too. With a substitute target. I know, bubbles are the bane of the existence, right? All right, I need to give this paint a good stir. Oh, yay, there's a bunch of screaming children outside. That's fun. I'm just going to give this a good stir. Now make sure that if you're using multi-surface paints, you are not adding in anything. So you're not adding in any pouring medium or any water that will impact how well the paint adheres to the surface, okay? Hello, Melissa Lee. How are you? Oh, Audrey's snoring. Audrey. It's good to see you. All right, let's keep going here. So now I'm using the second color of blue. So the first color, just a reminder, was Aquamarine by Treasure Gold. Then I was using White Pearl, Martha Stewart. Now I am moving on to Pewter, which is Craft Smart. And we will also be using Midnight Blue by Craft Smart. All metallics, all multi-surface acrylic paints. All right. Now moving on to a size 2 tool. Now when I go around these rows like this, I go every other. Helps me with my spacing. So I do free tutorials every Saturday on my Facebook page from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. The recordings are available through my Patreon. And I'm trying to go live as much as humanly possible. I do Paint With Me parties every Friday night from 7 to 9 o'clock. I'll be listing more of those on my website either later today or tomorrow. Because you do have to pre-purchase a ticket to come to one of the Paint With Me nights. I will definitely look at doing a Zoom with for Patreon. That would be a really good idea. Where we can all bring our projects together, ask questions, get some inspiration, and just schedule that time to sit and work on something, right? And sit and chat and enjoy each other's company, which would be nice. I'll be adding more mug painting parties to earlier times as well to help be able to help people who are in other time zones be able to attend, which will be lovely. And oh, it's just so pretty. Yeah, so I'm going to be adding a lot more of that over the next little while, which I'm very excited about. And I'm going to be starting to do patterns. Thanks, Kobe. Isn't it beautiful? I'm glad you're doing good, Melissa. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Rebecca. That's so cool. My ultimate dream is to someday get my artwork on my arm. And when you find a good tattoo artist that can really, really do a lot of beautiful things with symmetry and mandalas, that your arm must be absolutely gorgeous. The size of the center dot was a size 21 in your DIY mandala stones. And then the white row is a size 1. The pewter was a size 2. And now we're going in with the midnight, and it's a size 3. Oh, look at that. Frig, that's beautiful. I want to do one that has this color for the center dot, because I think it's so freaking pretty. This is one of the paints that I bought when I was opening up paints, and I just kept having these, wow, oh, gorgeous kind of moments every time I was looking at these different paint colors. And this is one that I definitely do not regret. I'm going to do some with the green that I got to, the malachite color. And then the rest of my day today is going to be finishing up some piggy banks, doing photography for these mugs so I can get them up on my website. Like I said, I've got about 15 mugs on my website right now, but these ones need to be added in there. So today is hopefully kind of a clean up some loose ends days, along with maybe feel like I'm getting something accomplished on those piggy banks, because I want them done. I want them done. I feel like I am not spending the time working with my cards like I want to, because I've got all these projects that are kind of hanging over my head a little bit. So it'll feel really nice, I think, to be able to start working on some projects with my cards, because I really want to use my cards to fuel some projects. I'm just scrolling back to see what I missed for comments. I'm so sorry. If you're new to my live, just know that if I don't answer your comment right away, I will pause and come back to it. I can't see my phone screen while I'm painting, so I pause every once in a while to come along to come back and catch up on the comments. So if I don't answer your comment right away, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I will come back and catch up, okay? Oh, that's so cool, Chrissy. Unfortunately, I don't do anything stitch. I don't do any... So the way I kind of try and describe it is that there are dot artists that will do all kinds of different shapes and everything. I've never really kind of identified as a dot artist. I've identified more as a mandala artist as opposed to a dot artist. So I have never really gotten into doing and practicing things with character shapes or specific shapes. I hope that makes sense anyway. Yay, I'm so glad, Jan. Yeah, the cards are going to be really cool. I think they're going to be really fun, and I can't wait to... and that I could do totally, Chrissy. I could do the colors, right? Because even looking at the colors that are in your profile picture, that would be beautiful. Taking some blues and teals and some purples and whites and fuchsias, that would be really cool. So there's always options. There's always ways we can work around that sort of stuff, right? Okay, I totally will. Thanks, Chrissy. 219 ink. I'm taking a screenshot so I can look it up after the live. That's awesome. All right, here we go. So this is a size 5 in every other space. So yeah, lots of things on the to-do list for today. What do you guys have on the to-do list? Painting? Barb, you're back to work tomorrow, right? You gonna enjoy the day today? Oh, that's so cool. My friend Brianna is a super huge Stitch fan as well. So I will also, because I took a screenshot of that comment of the tattoo studio to look up, I've got those colors. So I'll pull up your profile and I'll get a good look at the colors. Now I do have one, it just doesn't have a lot of blue, but it's the similar colors. It just needs more of the teal. All right. But I do have this mug. This one's going up on the website later today. But if I added more of the teal on another one, that might be a little bit more close to kind of what you're hoping for. All right, back in with my micro daughter. Time to do some walking dots. Oh my goodness, it's a busy day, Chrissy. The bright colors are fun, eh? I haven't done rainbow in a while, and I'm starting to get a real craving to do some rainbow colors too, because I haven't done rainbow in a long time. It feels like a long time anyway. But I love doing those different colors. I love my green and yellow mug, but it's so funny because I did some that have yellow, white center dots with yellow top dots. And when I look at them, all I see is like an egg. It looks like an egg. So, but the bright colors are so fun. Oh, they are too. So weird, eh? So hi everybody, if you haven't been here before, it's nice to meet you. My name is Jamie, I'm a mandala artist. I try to go live as often as I can. It's been a little sticky for the last couple of months, but we are definitely consistently being able to be live more now. My living situation has changed, so I have reliable internet, which is wonderful. I post a live schedule every Sunday. And actually, starting this week, I will start to pin that post for the week so that if you want to see when I will be live and on which platform, you'll be able to see that schedule. I love coming on here to paint live with you guys, and it's fun to answer questions and hear about the projects you guys are working on. I do have a website. This is my full-time business. And if you want to check out any of my stuff, the links are in my bio. And I'd love it if you'd take a look. It is a breakfast mug, right? That's how I should market it. I should set it next to a plate of eggs and bacon or something like that to take the product photography. Do I put names on the mugs? I don't, and I'll tell you why. Number one, my handwriting with a pen and paper is absolute garbage. Just to be real. Now I do sign my work, and I'll show you what that looks like on the bottom of one of the mugs that I've already got signed. But that's kind of as far as I go, because I suck with a pen, and I'm even worse with a dotting tool or a brush. So I have before used paint markers on stones to be able to add names. I used to make a lot of dot mandala stones that had little paw prints on them. So I had a few people who wanted them for memorials for their pets. And I've used a paint marker, but on the mugs I can't because I have to be able to use the multi-surface acrylic paints, right? So my handwriting is absolute trash with a pen and paper. So you can only imagine how horrible that would turn out here. You tried your wood ornaments. Oh, it didn't go well? Hey, Deb's doing it. How you doing? Thank you. Why? What happened, Burning Wick? Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad. Keep trying. It's all about practice. So this is kind of as far as I go for any writing. Now I can always do this, but that's kind of the size that you're looking at for any kind of writing of letters or anything. Pancakes. Ugh. I know. I want to start doing the little nuggets too. So yeah, I can do that on the bottom of a mug, Chrissy, but I would not recommend getting anything with my handwriting across anywhere else that is commonly visible on the mug. Would not recommend that. I want to start making the stones too. Now, the company that I get my my gypsum from, they have it in stock again. And in another week or so, I'm going to be ordering some more. So I'm going to be able to start making stones again, which means I will have stones to paint again. I'm also going to start making little minis too, that are just little tiny ones that can go in your hand, fit nicely in your palm. I'm going to start making some of those too, which I'm excited about. Can't figure out color combinations, nor can I master a design. Okay, so option number 1, take a screenshot of this, practice only this in a single color. Okay, take gold, take silver, take red, take pearl white, take one color and practice just this. Okay? Give that a shot and just do it over and over and over again. If it was off-centered, any recommendations for centering? So what you could do, okay, hang on one second. I've got an idea to show you. I just got to finish this here so that I've got the row finished. So I can close up my paints and I'll show you. So what you could do is you could take one of those wood discs and you could trace it onto a piece of paper, right? Or cardstock, something that you can still fold, but something that is still stable enough that it's not going to be garbage after touching it a couple of times. Trace your wood slice onto a piece of paper, cut out the circle, fold the circle in quarters, and then snip the little end off here. When you open it up and lay it on the top, then you'll have your center. Okay? Try that and see if that helps you with centering at all. Thank you, Mandela and Liv. Thank you for the love. Thanks, Jan. I'm so glad you like it. Like, this is gonna pop so cool on this. So excited. I've even got a couple different ideas that I might kind of push through with. Okay, next color. I'm going to try and replicate that one as much as I can. So my next color is the pewter, and I need my size 3. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the mug. I did this one last night because I wanted to play with these colors on gray really, really badly. So I'm trying to replicate this now on this. So we're getting there. Okay, so the colors are, in the center dot, we have Folk Art Treasure Gold in Aquamarine. Then we have the white is Martha Stewart Pearl in, what's the color? Moonstone. You could get any, Craftsmart has a really nice pearl white that's multi-surface as well. I am liking the colors in the Craftsmart multi-surface. So this, and then pewter, which is the third row, that kind of in between, almost the denim-y blue. That's this pewter. And then the dark is midnight blue. And that is the really dark color. I'm worried that Audrey's going to fall off her tree. She looks pretty precarious. And I think I'm going to do something a tiny bit different on this one. I think I'm going to do little swoops. So I need I'm going to do here. And then I have a pin in the end of an eraser. And I'm just going to drag that paint down. And on rinse, lather, rinse, repeat. Mandala and mandala, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. My center dot is a size 21. Then I used the DIY Mandala Stones tools and just started with number 1 and slowly increased. I think the light blue is a 5. I'm not 100% sure. It's either a 5 or a 6. And now I'm just using nail dotting stylus tools, which I don't yet know the size of. I'm going to be gathering the sizes of them and actually starting to label them. I just haven't done that yet. But I'm going to be doing that because I'm going to be starting to create some patterns. You're welcome, Jan. So I use a bunch of different tools. I use nail dotting stylus tools. They're actually clay sculpture tools. I had them way back when I used to do work with polymer clay. So they're old, very, very old. The DIY Mandala Stones, though, are the white ones that look kind of like pencils that have all different ends. They're my favorite tools. Welcome to anybody who is new here. Thank you for coming to pop in and hang out. I hope that you are enjoying sitting and watching me paint. This is my full-time business, so if you want to check out some of the stuff that I've painted, some of the other mugs that I've painted, they are available on my website, and the link is in my bio. Aw, thank you, Chrissy. Mm-hmm. You ever see those study hall TikTok lives where people are, let's just be accountable together. Let's sit and do some work together. I'm thinking I might do some of those with painting. Thank you for the follow. That's so nice. I keep looking at these colors and thinking that I need to do a great big canvas with them too. All right, so there's that. Which part would you like to see in aqua? A single color design doesn't tend to work super well, so we'd have to pick another color, another 2 or 3 colors to go with it. Well, what do I need now? I need the light blue. We're going back to a size 1. Yeah, it would be cool, eh, Kobe? All different shades of aqua? You mean like so? Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, I do want to start doing some more of the teals, for sure. Everyone seems to love the teals. Always seem to be very well received, and I totally get it too, Anne. They're my favorite colors to work with, the blues and the teals. So definitely you'll be seeing more. I'm trying to think if I have any teal ones already on my website. I can't remember. I've got 14 or 15 mugs on my website, but I don't remember which ones they are. They've been up there for long enough that my brain has moved on to whatever else I'm working on at the time. I don't have a huge attention span. But you know what? That's where painting smaller stuff can be really nice, right? You don't have to invest weeks into a single piece. You can invest a couple hours, give yourself some time to kind of hyper focus, and then be able to have some fairly quick gratification, and then move on to something different. So it's a lot of fun in that way. You're only held hostage for however long you choose based on the size that you decide to do, right? And sometimes it's really fun and gratifying to do a really big piece that takes a long time, but other times it's nice to sink in. Oh, thank you, Anne. This is definitely going to be another design that I replicate. But I do love these colors so much. And this is kind of an aqua. It's just a light aqua. Very, very light aqua. It's actually aquamarine is the name of the color. Hi, Brianna. How you doing, love? Anybody who's new to my lives too, please know that if I don't answer your comment right away, when I'm painting, I don't always see the comments because I'm not always looking at my phone screen while I'm painting. So please just know that if I don't answer your comment right away, it's not personal. And I will pause and come back to be able to try and catch up. I'm glad you like it, Jan. This is fun. All of the swoops that we're going to do here in a minute, are all done with the micro daughter. Thank you, Nymphetamina. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Isa. Couldn't quite. Yeah, it's really hard too because I don't have the greatest lighting. My phone doesn't pick up the color that great either, so I totally get that. It's so hard to see. So hard to see. 6. Yeah, let's go with a 6. All right, now we're going in with the dark blue and a size 6. Ding, ding, ding. And this is prepping because we are going to do a whole bunch of swoops. Now, I do want to learn from last night, which is not to do all of the swoops all at the same time because I did end up smudging a bunch and having to start over in a couple spots. So just know that we were going to do a little bit and then, because I'm going to sign off at around 12:30 my time, so about another half hour. But we'll do as much as we can in the next half hour. We might get through all of the swoops. But I'm going to be going a little extra slow to try not to smudge them because it's devastating when that happens. I use multi-surface acrylic paints or enamel paints. They are specially formulated for painting on smooth surfaces like mugs or glass, and they cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking. So they do not need to be sealed. Baking cures them fully. All right. Time for some swoops. Oh, yes, and thank you, Sherry. Yes, you can also let them air cure. And they will air cure after 21 days. So if you let them air dry, they will, after 21 days of air drying, they will also cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. Oh, thank you, Holly. It's like once you make your first dot, I have no clue what to do next. So the other thing that you could practice, and one of the best patterns that you can ever practice, is doing these rows of circles. If all you did was change up your colors and do repetitions of color, and just creating slightly, like keep going with your circles, right? So you start with a size 1, you start with a size 2. You're going to get to a point where you start to see what kind of spacing you need. It really is about practice. Okay? It's all about practice there. Hi, Shannon. How you doing, love? Hi. How's it going, honey? I feel like I need to go one size larger for this next dot. So I think If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see my comments. So I will pause every once in a while and catch up on comments. I'll scroll back and everything just to do my absolute best to not miss anything. So I just don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you if I don't answer your question right away. I do have some friends here that may answer questions that they know the answers to for me, so they'll help you out. So keep an eye for in the comments for your questions to be answered by one of my friends there. But otherwise, I will pause every once in a while to check on the comments to make sure that hopefully I don't miss anything. Hey, Janice. Yes, that's a really good one. The second type of paint is multi-surface, enamel, or glass paints. I can't tell you what I bake at and the temperature and everything because every brand is different. So what I can tell you is that check your brand, check the bottle, and it will have the baking instructions for you, okay? Some of them are bake for 25 minutes, some of them are baked for 30, some of them are baked at 250, some of them are baked at 325. So you really want to check with your each individual brand just to see what their individual instructions are. For that reason, until you're comfortable with your paints and how you're going to bake them and how you want to kind of take care of all of that stuff, I recommend just sticking with one brand for your whole thing. I'm comfortable enough now that I watch them while they're baking and I know if there are concerns, and I've used a bunch of these and I've made a whole bunch of mistakes in the past. So I've kind of done my trial and error, so I know what I can and can't get away with a lot of this stuff. So just keep that in mind. I was wondering where you went off to, Janice. Are you okay? And we're here for you. It's good to see ya. Do you ever paint names on them as well? No, I don't. And the reason I don't is because my handwriting is absolute trash. Best type of cup? The glazed ceramic. You can get matte finish. You can get glazed finish. Whatever you choose. All right. It is. Thank you, Jan. Oh, Janice is sending you so much love. Yeah. I could do handwriting, but you would probably do better to find a random 5-year-old for nicer handwriting than mine. So no, I don't do any letters or monograms or anything like that. Anything that is similar to handwriting, absolutely not. I am strictly a mandala artist. Any lettering that I do would not turn out how you want it. I guarantee that. Right? Some random 5-year-old on the street, they would have nicer handwriting than me probably. Or at least you might not be able to tell their handwriting apart from mine. Part of the other reason, too, is that I don't do custom orders. That's the other part of that. I don't do custom orders. So that's another reason why you wouldn't see that stuff. Now, I know that I can just add that stuff on after something is painted, but it's still different. Swoopy satisfaction. Isn't it lovely? Oh, totally just takes practice. It's just not practice that I'm interested in doing, right? And that's what I tell people about dot mandalas, right? Is that if it's something that you're interested in, if it's something that you find fun, the practice is going to come easy, right? The practice is going to be a lot easier. And the more you practice, the faster your skill develops. So absolutely, lettering would be the same. The difference for me is that I don't find that stuff fun at all. And if I don't find it fun, I'm not going to do it. And I will procrastinate, and then I'll be under deadlines because I'll have waited too long to get stuff done, and then I'll resent it. So unfortunately, $42 plus shipping. You can also check. So unfortunately, $42 plus shipping. You can also check my. The tools are DIY mandala stones. You can get them on Etsy. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I really need to create a highlight for my Instagram page that has, and some videos with details of all of the tools that I use. I'll have to get to work on that. Create some of those videos and put them in some playlists and pin some posts. That would probably make life easy for a lot of people. It'd be a heck of a lot easier for you guys to find that content that you're looking for too, right? I'll add it to the list. Yes, DIY mandala stones. Yeah, Shannon has one of the very first mugs I ever did. Ooh, hold on a second, you guys. Audrey's about to fall off the top of her cat tree. You okay? Yeah. I know your head's stuck. There you go. Are you all right? You poor soul. She moved and the trees, her little ledge on the top of the cat tree started to move, and her eyes bugged out of her head like she was afraid she was going to fall off. Poor thing. Poor Audrey. Oh, I'm so glad, Shannon. I'm so glad that it's holding up so well, too. Yay, and thank you to anyone in the comments that is helping to answer these questions. I appreciate that so much. Thanks, guys. All right, so there's the first row of swoops done. So now we are going to move on to the second one, which is going to be the aquamarine color again. Still going to do the swoops with the micro dotter, but I'm going to increase the size of the peak dot. Oh, thank you, Ninja Warrior. How you doing? So I'm replicating, this is the design that I am working on right now on this mug. I'll just show you the comparison of how far we've gotten so far. So this is, the bottom is what it's going to look like after we keep going. So this is the finished product, and this is where we're at, just on a different color mug. But I'm loving this color combo. Let's see. That's awesome, Lisa. Have so much fun with it. I do free Facebook Live tutorials every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern that you're welcome to come and join and hang out with. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. Have to be multi-surface, Ninja Warrior. I know, it looks nice now, right? But we're going to keep going. We are going to keep going. And just do more and more and more. More and more and more and more. Okay, we're going to stay on for about another 15 minutes today, you guys. So I might not get this finished today, but we're making some good progress at the very least. Yes, and I do have some beginner tutorials on my website that you can take a look at. And I will email you access to the video if that helps. And all the recordings from the Saturday tutorial, on Facebook are available on my Patreon. There's a library of about 30 tutorials in there. And I'm going to be working over the next couple of months to create some patterns so that you guys can get a pattern and actually follow step by step, which would be really cool. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing, Anne. If you run out of space on the end, you just stop. You got to plan your design. You just figure out how you can end it. Right? That's all trial and error as well. You'll get to the point where you're more comfortable with where you want to stop your designs. That's why I never plan my designs out ahead of time, because if I plan it out ahead of time and I don't center it right, or if I misjudge my spacing somehow, then it's not going to work out right. So it's the importance of centering, and it's the importance of being able to kind of go on the fly, and that comes with practice as well. Like, one of the things that I am able to do now that I've been doing this for so long is I'm able to kind of look at a space and understand what's going to fit there and what's not going to fit there. And that's partly getting used to my tools and really getting to know my tools. So you start to recognize what size tool you think you need, and what kind of design will fit in that space. I hope that helps. Oh, thanks, Janice. Hi, Jules. Thank you, Fire Lily. Yeah, and centering does help for sure, right? Because if you're way off on your centering, you're going to run out of space on one end and you're going to have too much space on the other side, right? So, but I eyeball that as well. And again, it's something that you get used to after a while. You do get used to it. And you start to be able to see it a little bit easier, so you can see kind of where it is. And the other thing to do is that once you get one that is centered really well, keep that near you. You know, you can put your mugs side by side and try and mirror that as much as possible. Pay attention to the distance from your handle where your center dot is, the distance from both the top and the bottom where your center dot is. When you have one where the centering and it's in a good spot and you're really happy with it, really take some pictures of it, keep it in front of you so that you can use it as a reference to try and replicate that spacing. You'll find that a lot of artists will use the exact same tools all the time for their center dot. Like, they will never use a different size tool for their center dot. It'll always be the same. That can help as well, creating some consistency in the tool sizes that you use. But it's really all about practice and getting to know your tools, getting to know your paints, and just getting used to that spacing stuff. I hope that helps. So we're doing a paint with me party tonight, which is gonna be fun. And then after tonight, I will be adding more Paint With Me parties onto the website too for the coming weeks. For a long time, once I started painting mugs, they were very successful. But I made the mistake of doing custom orders, which sucked the life out of me, to be brutally honest. So once I was done and caught up with all of those orders, I had no desire to paint another mug again for quite a while. So the paint parties were where I started painting mugs again, because I really only had to sit and do it once a week, and it was kind of forcing me to sit down and do the mugs. But there's a point to this story, and the point is that pay attention to what you're enjoying. Right? Try not to get hung up in what everyone else wants you to do. Make sure you're doing this for you. If you are doing this for you, the practice comes easier, your skill develops faster, and you create better work. Plain and simple. I create some of my best work when I am just in that good space and doing what I love. Oh, did Shannon leave? Crap. Shannon, sorry. I love you. Yeah, and there are lots of cool designs when you purposely don't center, right? I've done some of those too, and they're fun. Jennifer, do I thin my paints? No, when they're multi-surface, you cannot add any water or pouring medium to them. It will impact how they adhere. So keep that in mind when you're painting on with multi-surface paints. Do not thin them. Bye, Shannon. Love you. Thanks, Burning Wick. I do, Ninja Warrior. I've got a website. The link is in my bio. I've got about 15 mugs on the website right now, and I'm going to be adding some more later today once I get some photography done. I have a completely different photography setup here, and I haven't really mastered it yet, so I'm going to try and work on that a little bit today and see if I can't get some photography done for these and get them up on the website. This one won't go up on the website quite yet because I don't put them up until after I've baked them, just to be on the safe side. So, yeah, once it's been baked, then I will take a photo of it and I will put it up on the website. I'm loving these colors on the black mug, though. I'm so pleased with myself for buying these colors. I'm incredibly happy. So incredibly happy with them. You okay, Audrey? Good girl. All right. Here we go. Still going to be using the micro dotter for the swoops. Just making these peak dots slightly larger as we go out from the center. Just canvas so far. And on canvas, you can use anything, right? Canvas, you can use regular old craft acrylics. You can use pouring mediums and all of that sort of stuff. But when it comes to your multi-surface, definitely don't thin them. Are you using a dotting tool or something different? Yes, I am using tools from DIY Mandala Stones. You're welcome, Jennifer. Thanks, Jan. Just ship it to you. I think there's going to be a fight over that one. Thank you, Janice. Hey, Jenny. The dark blue is Craft Smart Midnight Blue. Craft Smart Midnight Blue. The one I'm using right now is Craft Smart Pewter. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks, Jules. Right? Gave myself a nice little pat on the back. I'm like, well done. Well, because I debate when I'm going to spend money, right? And I need to save money. But at the same time, I looked at these and I'm like, I'm going to be so productive because I'm going to enjoy working with these paints, right? And again, when you enjoy it, you're going to spend more time doing it. You're going to practice more. Your skill is going to develop more. All of that sort of stuff. So I thought, you know what, if it helps me enjoy painting mugs, because the first thing I thought of when I saw these colors was, oh, they'd be so pretty on some mugs. So, and I want to paint more mugs again. I just don't want to do the customs, right? So this is going to be the perfect scenario. I'm going to do a spiral with these colors too. I've got a couple other colors that I'm going to do some mugs with. I've got a couple Christmas designs that I'm going to do. All kinds of fun stuff. But I need to unfortunately get my piggy banks done so they can get to their new home and so that they can just be done. So hopefully they will get done soon. Well, and that's true, Jenny, right? Oh, thank you, Bettina. Aren't they gorgeous? Right? So they're already the happy color by being blue. I'm very pleased with myself. The glasses tattoo, it is a tattoo of Luna Lovegood's Spectre Specs from Harry Potter. Because I'm a Harry Potter fan. Yeah, Jerry Lynn is very familiar with the staplers and the flip-flops. Throwing them and having them thrown at her. Both, yeah. Both options. Holy crap, I love this. So this particular design, this type of swoops that I'm doing is inspired by another dot mandala artist. Their name is Art of Points. So definitely check them out because they are crazy talented. Art of Points and Fine Rosa are kind of my two artists where I'm like, someday I want to be just like them. I want to be just like them when I grow up. All right, the pewter's gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Terry Lynn. I'm excited to get the wood ornaments. I ordered a bunch of star wood cutouts for ornaments, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually paint them in a bunch of these metallic colors and then do a single color mandala on the top of them, which I think is going to be really cool. So definitely check out Art of Points because this is very much inspired by them. I never copy an artist, ever. I never look at somebody else's design and try to copy it entirely, unless I've purchased a pattern or something, of course. And that's honestly just not my thing. It's not super fun for me. However, I do make sure that I tell people who I'm inspired by because I did not come up with this myself. Right? So this is definitely inspiration from Art of Points. So if you're doing that, if you're getting inspiration from other people's art, just make sure you tag them so that people know where the design came from, if it's not a design that you made up yourself. Did I see Sinflin pop in? No way. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Mandala crushes on them too. Were you muted, Barb? How you doing, Sinflin? It's good to see you. Thank you, Love Wisteria. Oh, thank you so much, Bettina. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lydia. Your microdaughter isn't so cooperative. One of the big things to remember if you're using one of these microdaughters is do your absolute best that when you pull the paint out, don't scoop and hold it back like this. As soon as I hold it back, the paint is going to run down here and it's going to leave the tip of the microdaughter kind of blank and no paint on there. So when you pull your tool out, make sure you keep it pointing down so that the paint stays by the tip. Okay? Just a little tip for you. That was the biggest thing. If you don't keep that tip pointed down, the paint is going to run back up the tool and there will be nothing left on there for you to paint with. Oh, thank you, Bones Quartz. That's so kind. Stressful day yesterday? Oh, no. Oh, Sinflin, I'm so sorry. That tip saved your sanity? I'm glad. Great white shark bait. That microdottor, you can get it on Amazon. All right, here we go. One last row of swoops. So I'm going to make this one a little bit larger. So these dots I'm just doing just slightly larger than the row before, right? So it's slightly growing in size as we move out from the center. Oh, Sinflin, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Yeah, give it a shout. Give it a check out. Great white shark bait. It's one of my favorite things to use. Thank you, Jan. J Mart got it for me as a gift, and I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Well worth spending money on, for sure. It will be one of those tools that should anything happen to these ones, I will not even blink an eye. I will be ordering more, and I might even order more just to always have them just in case. I'm so paranoid that I'm going to lose them because they're my favorite to use. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I do have a shop. The link is in my bio if you want to check it out. So yeah, no need to apologize, Bones Quartz. That's quite all right. You doodle mandalas everywhere. Yay! Yeah, and you know what? They carry good energy. So you're spreading good energy wherever you doodle a mandala and leave it there. You're creating an energy center, and that's pretty cool. I have low vision. I'm actually legal blind. Oh, that would be really tough, Great White. Really tough. I have a friend being a carpool buddy today, and I'm okay. I imagine you're a little shook up. Thank you, Loretta. Oh, Sinflin, take some breaths. Just take some breaths and do the best you can today, right? Let yourself breathe. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Barb. You're welcome, Bones Quartz. Okay, now I'm going to switch to a slightly larger tool. I think, am I? Yes. So I'm going to use a straight nail dotting stylus tool. It's just a little bit larger than the micro dotter. Did the furniture get ruined, Sinflin? It's tough, but daughter is so beautiful. Like you said, the energy. Well, and that's the thing. And always remember, if you enjoy it, do it for the pure joy of it. Don't do it for how it turns out, how it's supposed to look. What does it do for you? How does it make you feel? And do you enjoy it? And just doing something because you enjoy it, it's reason enough to do it, right? So many people think that, well, I have to be able to make something of it, or it has to turn out a certain way. Focus on whether you enjoy it, because if you enjoy it, you'll practice more. And when you practice more, your skill develops significantly quicker. You will be shocked at how quickly your skill develops if you practice a lot. I bought furniture from the thrift store. That's amazing. Yeah, when it's really, if it's solid oak, yeah, nothing's happening to the furniture. It's everything else that the furniture comes in contact with then, right? Oh, I'm so glad you enjoy it, Great White. Thank you. 60 people, I know, that's crazy, eh? Thank you. User multiple numbers there. Thanks, Jenny. Arranging their veggies into mandalas. Creating some zen in the workplace. I'm glad for those of you who enjoy watching me do this. If it gives you some time to sit and breathe a little bit, and you enjoy sitting and watching me paint, that is wonderful. If it inspires you to try it, that is wonderful. Whatever you get out of it is entirely for you and is enough of a reason to keep doing it. Give yourself permission to do more things that you enjoy. That's how I found this art form. The dark blue is Craft Smart, and it is Midnight Blue. Ms. Autumn, how you doing? Thank you, love. It's good to see you. I'll show you. I have one that's finished that I did on a gray mug, and we are replicating it on this black mug. And FYI, this is probably going to be the last time I replicate this exact design, except for when we do it for a painting party. I tend not to replicate designs too much, and I'm even going to change this one up a tiny bit. But I'm really, really happy with it. So this is where we're at, and this is where we're going. You can kind of see all the dark colors in there. And this is where we're going. This mug is going to be listed as an imperfect because, of course, as soon as I spent the hour and a half painting it and I had it finished, I turned it around and I saw that there's an imperfection in the mug itself. And all I heard was that stupid "Oh No" song in the back of my head. So that might end up being my content for today, showing that mug with that chunk out of there. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. You can also use enamel paints or glass paints. You can let them air dry for a few weeks to cure, or they can cure after baking. Not all brands are created equal. Please make sure you reference your bottles. It's why I will never tell you how to bake them, because every brand is created differently. And follow the instructions to the letter. What I can offer you for advice with using these paints is make sure that you do not bake them until they have been sat to dry for at least 24 hours. If they go in the oven and they're even the slightest bit wet, they will bubble. And I can tell you that it's absolutely devastating when you've spent a whole bunch of time working on something, throw it in the oven looking gorgeous, and have it come out all bubbled, and it's just heartbreaking. So definitely don't put them in the oven until it has been at least 24 hours since you finished painting. Now, for those of you who know dot mandalas, you know that there's also a procedure, that sounds very medical. There's a process called doing top dots, where you can add different colored dots on top of the ones that you already did to add some dimension and some different just different looks, right? So if you are planning on doing top dots, and I'll show you a mug here in a second where I did do top dots, it is incredibly important, just like you wait 24 hours before you put them in the oven. If you are going to do top dots, wait a minimum of 24 hours between layers of paint. The reason for that is you want each layer to fully dry, because if you do a whole bunch of top dots just looking at it drying by feel and by look, very high chance that there's moisture still stuck in there, and when you go to put them in the oven, they will bubble. Okay, so that is where we're at now. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my god, Finflin, now I have that one in my head too. Oh, it is 12:35. Okay, I am going to let's keep going a little bit. Let's keep going. Thank you though. Thank you, Siren Soul. Thanks, Ms. Autumn. How you been? Thanks, Grammy Max. Thanks, Jenny. Oh no, our cup. It's broken. All right, so let's keep going. I'll keep going a little bit. Little bit longer. Not much though. Maybe another 10 minutes. I love you guys. Thank you. I've been using that sound for everything. You know what? It's really all about practice, Siren Soul. You gotta practice. G Living Life. I use multi-surface acrylic paint. I don't do beginner painting parties as of right now. I do have a couple tutorials on my website that are a couple hours long. And I do free tutorials every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. So those might be an option for you for now. I will definitely keep that in mind, though, that could be something that I could add in the future for paint parties. Bones Quartz. Okay, I'll take a drink. Thanks, Barb. Awesome. Thanks, Sharon. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, so in my, when you go to my website, there are some tutorials in there. Now, it's not an automatic email to you. If you do order some tutorials, what happens is I get a notification and then I will send you an email with the link to the tutorial. Okay? But if that is helpful for you, they're there. I also have a Patreon where if you do join the Saturday tutorials on Facebook, the recordings are only accessible through my Patreon. I believe it's $13 a month, $15 a month. I keep forgetting because Patreon makes me list it in US prices, and then they send me documents in Canadian, what it converts to in Canadian, so I really haven't been able to keep track of what the price is. I think it's $13 US a month, and it gives you access to all of the recordings of my Saturday tutorials. There's about 30 of them in there. So if that is helpful at all, or yeah, there's the couple individual ones, especially for beginners, that are available on my website. Now, part of my Patreon, there is a tutorial on my Patreon that is a 4-hour-long project, start to finish, goes over tools and everything, and the only place that it's available is on my Patreon. So keep that in mind as well if that is something you think would be helpful for you. Thank you, Stacy. How you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Take your meds, Sinflin. Love you. Thank you guys for keeping me focused, keeping me aware of schedules and all of that sort of stuff. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful. So many wonderful things in my life are here because of dot mandalas and because of TikTok. TikTok changed my life, man. Totally changed my life. And it's going to continue to, because we are going to keep having so much more fun. I do post a schedule every Sunday of my live schedule coming up. I will make note of some videos that would be helpful, on tools, maybe some beginner concepts and everything like that I can create and pin to the top of my profile here in TikTok. So I'm going to work on a bunch of stuff like that. I'm going to be honest, the admin stuff of creating that sort of stuff is kind of my buzzkill. So I tend to avoid that stuff until I absolutely have to do it. But I understand how valuable it would be and helpful it would be really for anybody who has those questions to be able to just take a look at those few videos and get the information they need instead of waiting for me. So we'll see. I'm impressed you can talk and dot. For what it's worth, Stacy, I don't always remember what I have said. Sometimes I just talk and dot and have zero clue of what I'm saying, what I said previously, or whatever thought path I was on. Gotta wait half an hour for food? Yeah. Well, definitely don't want to take that on an empty stomach. Definitely don't want to do that. All right, now we are going to go to the light blue. And then we are going to call it quits for today, you guys. I will finish this and I will post a video of the finished product. But I am going to sign off for today. I need to get myself some lunch as well. I want to check on my mom and see how she's doing. So keep an eye on My profile here, I will put up a schedule for next week for the lives, and I always include every platform. So even if I'm not going to be live here on TikTok, if I'm going to be live on Instagram, it'll be on that schedule. And I will put that up no later than Sunday evening. If I can get it up before, then I totally will. And if you are around tomorrow afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, head on over to my Facebook page, and I will be doing a free 2-hour live tutorial tomorrow as well. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, you guys. This was a lot of fun. It was wonderful to see you. And keep me posted if you have any questions, anything I can do to help you, okay? Yay, looking forward to it, Elizabeth. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Vitina. Oh, you're most welcome, Great White. Very zen over here, and I love it. What a great way to start my day. Yay, Sinflin, that makes me so happy. Sending you lots of love. I love hearing that you're zen. Oh, Janice, that's so kind. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I put Barb's dogs to sleep. She's like, can you keep talking? My dogs are sound asleep. That's great. You're welcome, Sharon. Sending you lots of love. Take care, Stacy. We'll talk to you soon, you guys. Bye. Oh, thank you, Anne. Bye, you guys. Lots of love. Me too, Jerry Lynn. Me too. This is the long goodbye. I'm going to keep saying the long goodbye until I get this stuff done. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. Multiple brands. Oh, you're in Alberta. Fantastic. I'm in Ontario. Awesome. All right, you guys, I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you again for coming to hang out with me for such a big chunk of time. This has been so much fun, and I am so happy that I'm able to do this again, and I look forward to spending more time with you very, very soon. Made some good progress. I'm happy. Love you too, Jerry Lynn. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow.